Okay, so in this video, we're going to go over image buttons right here, um, or quantity input box, anything like that, and three different ways that users can select the quantity of what they want to buy. So, for example, in this example, we have, let's say, someone selling subscription services to these three platforms. If they select Netflix and Disney, it selects Netflix, Disney, $10 each, total cost $20. Let's say they select all three. Again, it's all three. So if you're selling a product or service where users can only select one at a time, then you just want to have the regular image buttons. You don't want any slider underneath it in the same subsection. And you also want the allow multiple selections to be turned on, and you don't want the quantity selector to turned on. Okay, so this is just a standard mode. Perhaps instead, what you want to do is you want users to be able to select, let's say, two or three services or whatever, and then how many days they want that service. So let's say, for example, you're a car rental company and you're selling add-ons. You're selling like a GPS add-on or an insurance per day or extra mileage add-on, whatever, and the person selects what they want, but then they have to use a slider to determine how much um, of these two products that they're selecting that they want because they're renting their car per day. In that case, you would click on a slider and you would make sure that the slider is attached to the same subsection. So, because with the slider, there's a pricing structure mode called the element quantity modifier, which modifies any quantity of any element, image buttons, check boxes, drop downs, whatever that's found inside the same subsection. So right now, as you can see, this is grayed out. I can't click this because it's not used in this mode. So you would select, the quantity that you want your users to be able to select from 1 to 50. Okay, and then we can save it. And we can even call it choose how many days that they want the service. So let's refresh the page, how many days. And now if they select these two things, but they go to 6, you click on detailed, and now you see that it's now 6. It's not 1. Before, by clicking the image, it was only 1. Now it's multiplied by how many days. If you don't want the slider to show up on your PDF and your invoice, or your if you check out with WooCommerce or PayPal or Stripe, then all you have to do is go to the slider and click on don't display on the detailed list in PDF. And now you can select 8, and now Disney's 8, and that slider is not showing up. Okay, now there's a third way to do it, and the third way is if we want to remove the slider, because what's happening is, let's say the person wants to select like 5 of this and 2 of this and 5 of this. Let's say, for example, you're a grocery store and you're selling apples and oranges or something like that. You would click on Enable Quantity Selector. You would just refresh the screen here. And then now you can select, I want 5 Netflix, I want 10, 11 days of 12 days of Disney, and I want 2 days or 3 days of Spotify. And now each quantity is being selected. So 3 pricing structure modes. The person can select how much of each image button they want. We call this the image buttons. Or they can, click on what they want and use a slider to determine how many days or how much of those products, if all this together is one big package price. Or it can just be an on and off Boolean, yes, I want this, yes, I don't want this style thing. And that's just the regular standard mode. So I hope this video serves you well. I just want to let you know that what I explained today also is similar to other buttons as well. Like you can go here and select simple buttons. And then it would just turn into something like this: Netflix, Disney, and Spotify. And the same thing goes. You can have just selecting one unit at a time, or you can attach a slider to that drop down, and by making the slider be, let's say, 10 units, then it would have picked 10 Disney, 10 Spotify, but no Netflix because that wasn't chosen. Thank you so much for watching the video, and have yourself a great day. If you need any more information, just go to stylishcostcalculator.com. or you can go to feedback and support. We have lots of user guides, videos, and tutorials, or you can use this chat feature down here and give us a chit chat.